Hey all, this is Marta here. I'm going to be checking out. This is a first impressions of Age 3. So I have a fair amount of experience with the Age franchise. Sorry, I got my coffee here this morning, but I'm not actually very good at it. I'm a pretty mediocre Age player, to be honest. It's one of those things I have a guilty pleasure. I enjoy knowing I'm not a great Age player. So here we are. On the title screen of the preview. This game, I think, officially comes out here in about 3 days. Um, excuse me, mild allergies. I promise, not the Rona. Um, so I have a pre-release date, and here's the warning over here in the bottom right-hand corner. I have the sounds on, but they're turned down, and graphics options are turned more or less all the way. The only one I don't have turned all the way up is shadows. Shadows tend to be kind of a frame rate hog, so I'm just going to leave those on high and not full. Here's our main screen when I back out of options. And it takes us to your home city. And the default is, if I click on the home city screen over here, the replacement name for previously Iroquois. My understanding is Iroquois was not their own name for themselves, but rather a name given to them. And good luck pronouncing this. How Denosani? I'll have to look that up to make sure I know what I'm talking about in the future. But and I assume this is not my first time popping into the game. I played a little bit of the story mode. An interesting thing because they've unlocked the first campaign for release or pre-release, and honestly, it was easier than I recall it being. I played it on moderate, and I seem to I had replayed the game about a year or two ago, like the non-definitive edition, and I actually struggled on a few missions because, like I said, I'm a pretty mediocre Age player, but because the AI would just spam so many units, that was definitely not the case on this. Moderate was almost a cakewalk. I could probably honestly go ahead and do it on hard, so I don't know what's going on up with the campaign AI. Anyway, I have not messed with anything beyond that campaign though, so I assume if I come up here and click British, yeah, it's going to pull up my home city. You can look and you can see the graphics are substantially better than the original game if you ever played it. Now, one change I'm made aware of from other streams and reading is that going in the deck builder here, yeah, all the cards are already unlocked. There's no unlocking cards through experience because they realized that put noobs up against more experienced players and it became a very difficult thing. So, all the cards are unlocked from the get-go on the decks, on the shipments. So, see, beginner, land, naval. What's the difference between beginner and land? They have well, they didn't even flush it out. Why would you have a beginner deck that doesn't even have all your possible cards? Let's see our factory here at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna tweak one of my decks a little bit and probably hop into a multiplayer and probably lose. Because like I said, I am not a great Age player by any stretch of the imagination. Some of these have changed too. Grenade launchers, I do not recall that being in the original game. Does that give, let's see, enables grenadiers to be trained and equips them with a hand mortar. Increases the range of grenadiers. Now I'm just hopping into British because they're, as I recall, pretty generic civ, pretty straightforward. Well, let's see. Let's go with a land card. I'm just going to go with the default land deck. Okay, I'm going to go back, multiplayer, play a ranked game. Why not? Let's do supremacy. And let's say 3v3 or 4v4. And who knows what kind of lag I'm going to get on this. And there's my British. And let's just go ahead and search. So yeah, like I said, I am not a very good Age player. I'm pretty middle of the pack in Age 2. And I don't, honestly, I think I'm probably even worse on Age 3. Um, I used to enjoy Age 3 a lot more, but it's because I'm a bit of like a graphics whore. Like the graphics were so much better than Age 2, or certainly Age 1. And they just pulled me in, and I couldn't help myself. I also love the time period, even though the game is certainly not an accurate representation of it. One thing I don't really like about the game so far, and I probably should have gone in gameplay settings and tweaked it, is there's three default UI setups. One resembling the classic H3 UI, one that they're calling the definitive H3 UI, and one that closely resembles H2. And I picked that one. I will say on my, can I get to options? I can, okay. UI options. I will say, let's see, yeah, I have the correct resolution. I will say that it's kind of cramped, the H2 one. It does not display data in a way that is easy to read. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. Let's go ahead and do show game time. Why can't I have both time and frames per second? Okay then. That's frustrating. Still waiting in that queue. You know, I'm curious to what the player base is going to end up being like after a little bit. Just because the game never quite hit the level of popularity that Age 2 did and is continuing to have. Age 2 is having a bit of a renaissance right now. I'd be curious back in its heyday to see what Age 2's player base was like compared to today's player base. I know with so many streamers out there, it's just huge. Watching those world-class players like Viper, and then seeing the community that T90 has built. Age 3's never really had that. It's a little bit harder to get into. It has some problems still for sure. After playing the campaign, I agree it still has some playability issues. There's responsiveness of the units. They don't always want to do what you want them to do. Pathing's not great. The units just kind of, their actions feel a little sluggish. And sit there and watch Age 2 players, and you see the micro coming in, especially when we start talking things like crossbows and ranged units, and the amount of, you know, move, shoot, move, shoot. You just can't really do the same thing in Age 3. It's not responsive enough. It's not reactive enough. So the counters, unit counters, are also a little bit more difficult. H2 has the advantage that everyone shares kind of a basic same tech tree, and it's from a time period where anyone who has even a kind of like a cursory knowledge of history and historical warfare can kind of see and pick up the counters really easily. It's really straightforward. Pike beats horse, horse beats infantry, infantry beats pike. I mean, it's more complicated than that, but that's kind of the gist of it. The units are very differentiated and easy to see on the battlefield. There's no mistaking like a halberd for a champion or that sort of thing in Age 2, but Age 3 gets a little bit more complicated when you start having heavy infantry and light infantry, but both sitting there shooting muskets. They have different bonuses towards one another. And even though I used to really enjoy Age 3, I have to say I certainly don't remember all the counters that we used to have before. I am very intrigued about what's going to happen once Age 4 comes out. To be honest, I'm setting my expectations fairly low. I'm not very optimistic about it. I think it might end up being a bit of a letdown. You know, Age 3 also has, so in Age 2 you have the benefit of all the players, or all the civs, excuse me, having essentially the same tech tree. So aside from some unique technologies, a few bonuses, and unique units, all the civs play it against each other and play fairly similarly, so it's more accessible. It's easy to get into. Age 3 is most definitely not that way. It differentiates everything, which creates a couple of problems. It's much harder to balance. It's much more difficult to learn multiple civs. You know, when you can learn the 2 or 3 Western civs that came with the vanilla game. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. The British, the French, etc. But they play wildly different from like the Russians and how they're Streltsy. I forget the exact name of the unit are trained. Versus the Chinese train everything in banner armies, and they're mixed units, and you have to learn to kind of balance those banner armies against each other. Or the native civs who have the what do they call the fire pit, the war dances, and I think that might have been changed too in this most recent version of the game. You know what? Let's see. This is a bit long for a ranked match, so let's see. Let's try this again. Skirmished treaty, 3v3. Let's go back and cancel. Well, let's just browse games. Let's see if there's like a 2v2 or 3v3 we can jump in. No rush, 40 minutes. You know what? Let's change plans because that lobby is pretty dead right now. Let's just go ahead and go in for a skirmish against the PC, and let's see. We can make it a bit of a 2v2. Random personalities, select types on map, Amazonia Classic, Treaty King of Standard. No treaty trade monopoly. Does not allow. Yep, classic. I'm not big on the trade monopoly. I get it, but not really my deal. It's nice to see all the options they have in here. They changed the second. I don't seem to remember the second age being the commerce age. I think it was like colonial or something, exploration. And I guess that's, you know, I appreciate some of the changes they're making. I don't remember it being the commerce age. I thought it was colonial, and I guess colonial, it's, you know, it's interesting when they, well, I'm going to stop talking about that, because that may not have actually been a change. Let's see, difficulty moderate. I'm going to leave it at that, because I'm probably going to suck at this. Handicap. No, I don't need a player, I mean, I probably do need a player handicap. Medium record game, free for all. Let's just go ahead and play the skirmish. Supremacy, 4 players. Amazonia. You know, I thought I did random, I guess not. Frederick the Great, so Germany versus Russia and Huayna Isn't it Inca? Okay, here we are. So. Oh wow, it starts us right next to each other. Is that intentional on Amazonia? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of that. Okay, well whatever, let's go ahead and train a few villagers up. And one of the things that's unique, let's see, Auto Scout, I appreciate that. Thank you, Explorer. I'm just going to do that for the purposes of this video. One of these things that's unique about the British is every time you build a house, you get another vill. Actually, you know what? I want to lock this down as soon as I can. Golly, there's like 0 wood on this map. This is not great. So you can see the zoom levels, they're real nice, the graphics are cleaned up, and it's kind of hard to tell because the graphics were so good before, at least for their time. But even for their time, I feel like they've held up overall. Yeah, need more wood, need more wood. Oh, I moved them back without finishing the house. That was, let's queue up a... I am not a smart man sometimes. Let's See how much wood I can get so I can go ahead. Oh, I didn't turn off auto scout. That's why he keeps. I was like, why does the bugger keep moving away? Okay, let's go ahead and build that trade post. The trade posts, they have like a native look to them. I don't wonder if that's unique to the map or if that's just a general change they've made. So British, you can actually kind of spam houses and end up getting your vills that way if you're careful about it. To a degree, but I'm also going to have to start spamming some food. Okay, selected deck. Let's call it a land deck for now. Give me 3 vills. Eco's everything.
Yes. Yes, right. Yes, yes, right.
Okay, let's go ahead and come back and see if I can build on that particular trade spot.
Yes.
Yeah, ally doesn't need them. I want them.
Yes.
Okay, don't have. Let's get some food. Yeah, see, it's a native carrying instead of a travois, I believe. Here it tracks what your trade posts are doing up at the top left corner. Idleville somewhere. Oh, let's go get food. So the lack of gather points, man, that really throws me for a loop. I'm gonna be honest. Houses are so expensive. Makes sense with a free bill that you get, but oof. Okay. Manners are cheaper. Yeah, that's important. As I sit here complaining about how expensive they are. Okay, need more food, want to age up, build another manor. And I don't have anything for that 3rd trade post. You know, it's not the end of the world if my ally gets one of them. Zapotec settlement. Yeah, I like the native thing. It fits the theme. I'll be honest, I never use the units much, but maybe I'm just dumb. Yep, now I got 2 vills. My manor thing is almost in. I need to go ahead and get... no, I already have a market. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete that unit. Because I have a market. It starts me with a market. What is this world? Get my eco upgrades. Where'd my explorer go? And you got... nope, not even close to 250 wood. Okay, let's put all 3 of these guys on wood. Land grabs. Farms cheaper and build much more quickly. Yeah, I will take that. So did it not used to be Second Age Colonial Age? I feel like that was the case instead of commerce. And I know that's like not... you know, it's one of those parts of our history that we don't really look back on fondly at this point. And fair enough. But at the same time, you know, with the name of a technology like land grab, it just seems a little bit silly to me to try to kind of whitewash that, if that's what happened. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe I'm confusing my paradox affiliation with age. How much I need? 800. Oh my. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... yeah, there's just so much to know in these games. And that's part of the difficulty of everything. The whole, like... you know, there's so many minor civs, and each one has both unique units and bonuses to those unique units. They have counters and that sort of thing, and economic bonuses, etc., that they have to worry about. How do you memorize all of it? It's very, very difficult, very, very challenging. Okay, let's get these guys, and let's go ahead and build our first farm. It's nice back here. It's safe and secure behind our TC. Another house would be good. I never mess much with the livestock pen. Again, that's one of those things where it's like, it's probably good and useful. Just never. Wow, look at all these capybara. Holy cow. That is a ton of food.
Yes,
Why don't you come back here and take out these treasure guardians for me? See if I lose my explorer to that. I probably will, to be honest. I need to go ahead and get a barracks up. Oh, I can't until the second age. Well, what do you know? Let's go ahead and get this guy. I want to lock down all this food because holy cow, that's a lot of food. Okay, so I lost my explorer. No biggie. Ransom. I can ransom him back. No big deal. Outpost wagon, a chest of 200 coin. Settlers, food, archaic infantry training at outposts, and researches infantry breastplate. Manor houses grant longbowmen. Ooh, wow. That's crazy. I'm gonna go with the outpost guy, but that, man, that kind of is nuts to me. So my score is the highest, yet I seem quite late in making it the last age. Or second age. Sorry, a little distracted there. Do I have any idols? No. I'm about to have one up here. I can go ahead and this will be a decent enough spot. Are there any river crossings?
Right. You won.
Yeah. 135 coin. Okay. Can you go ahead and auto scout? Yeah, auto scout for me, my dude. Okay, give me a few houses. Awesome. Take out that fishing boat. So are there like shallows, or do you have to dock to cross? I think you might have to dock to cross. That's interesting. Sorry, I know it sounds like a total noob. It's because I haven't really played this game. Like the last time I played this game, it was most definitely back when I was playing single player. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. I'm not one of those streamers that can just sit here and talk, etc. at the same time forever. Idlevilles, y'all come down and hunt. Like, holy cow, this is a lot of hunt. Anyway, what I was saying is, most definitely, I was playing the single player campaign. I like narrative and story in games. It's always like really important to me. I've never been huge into multiplayer. Okay, upgrade to a traveling merchant. Deliver resources, move faster, and provide greater line of sight. Okay, and I almost forgot 5 vills, 600 wood, and let's see, musketeer grenade hit points. Let's just go ahead and get musketeers. Let's get myself, and we're gonna go ahead and set this as a forward base because that's gonna be necessary. See already, no allied ships. Well, thank you, Frederick. Okay, where's my Idleville? Get me a manor. So, good against other infantry, good at capturing buildings. I think the British are kind of like your default vanilla civ. They're the easiest to understand. 5 vills. Let's take these guys and let's build another farm back here. Okay, Idleville. We definitely need to get some guys, and I can't get another TC yet. The town building aspect of this has always been enjoyable to me. You know what, I actually need you to go ahead and build 3, 4. And then, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I didn't think about that when I set that forward. I can get my musketeers, but I need to dock up and make sure I can defend the Amazon. That is what this is, right? Amazon River. Okay, another shipment available. Let's go ahead and get improved grenadiers. Provide your church with unique British improvements. Some of those are pretty good. Idleville. Go ahead and get that. Let's get farming upgrade, increase our food. Although our food production's already really good. I have so many on food. 15. It's probably overkill. Let's get trapping. Here's our musketeers, Idleville. Let's get you on gold because the next age up needs gold. Yeah, and I am definitely falling behind the curve there. It's very hard to turtle in this game because even the fort's just frankly not that strong once you start getting artillery, and which is appropriate for the time, you know. In the time period, fortifications rapidly on their way out. So it makes sense, but still, a little disappointing. Okay, I get... What was the shipment I just got? Unique British improvements of the church. That's right. Let's go ahead and get them on gold. I need my eco. Yeah, okay, so I need 12. Oh, I have more than enough food. Let's blow some food. Town watch, gaslighting, yes, for sure. Mission fervor, don't need that. Idleville, get you on gold. Let's go ahead and get musketeer grenade hit points, absolutely. Idleville, you need to go ahead and dock up. I need way more wood as well, not just gold, but wood. I need to take some of my bills on food off of food and put them on wood. Where are all these hunters at? Just take it. The lack of drop-off points is kind of, I don't know. This was a time when RTSs were moving away from micro. Micro was considered like big bad. So they tried to eliminate stuff like that. I personally have very mixed feelings about it. I guess I could sell some food and get myself, let's see, sell... Yeah, let's just go ahead and age up then. 7 tomahawks, a caravel, 7 longbowmen, a covered wagon. Let's get the covered wagon. So it's a different set every age. That's interesting. Idleville. Let's go ahead and get a dock up. I need to probably get artillery going pretty soon. Don't have enough gold or wood for any of that. Let's go ahead and get my wood cutting. I feel like wood's gonna run out fairly fast. I do personally, I know that's a controversial opinion, I do like the batch training that we got with this game. I can sit here and click Shift 5 and it does 5 at once. Let's get a few fishing ships. This hunt will run out eventually. Yeah, what's the deal with Settle or what? They're like upgraded vills, that's right. It's been a while. Let's get some food, get some food. Are there any... I don't suppose there's whales on Amazon. Whales give coin, but, you know, it wouldn't make sense on the map, so... Oh well. A whale. Artillery foundry, let's go ahead and build one of those. Idleville somewhere. Yeah, Idleville. How many more manors can we go ahead and... 1, 2, 3... there's my limit. Okay. Covered wagon British, which can build a TC. And TCs get pretty big bonuses against ships. So that's actually a pretty decent coastal defense. They otherwise don't get much. Where is my explorer? Does he exist? Is he auto-exploring somewhere still? Yep, there he is. Why don't you come? I don't need a scout. Is there anything else useful? No, there sure isn't. Okay then. Ships a fort wagon, that could be useful. Gather all coin faster. Always eco. Always eco, always eco. I got Idlevilles somewhere. Who are these? Lumberjacks, right? They were chopping. Let's come chop some more. Idleville. Yeah, chop. Fish coin. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. Always eco, always eco. We do need this upgrade. Again, wood shortage. My 15 on wood's not enough. 400. Dude, there's another wood upgrade. Yep. At some point, yeah. This might be a good spot for a fort somewhere in here. Defend one of the landings. So no shallows. I don't even remember if shallows exist in this game. Do they exist? Anyone have any recollection at all if shallows exist? Let's go ahead and get our tower upgrade from outpost to what is it? Frontier outpost. Yeah. I forgot about saloons. Golly. Should probably drop more outposts since my ally is dropping nothing. One thing that's interesting about this game, because of the smaller maps, is that the outposts have a limit. There's like 7, I think, you can build. That prevents you from just like making mass towers, which, you know, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of personally. I feel like those artificial limitations on the games, I understand why they put them in there, but I'm just not huge on those. There's our, so it's map, this map style. There's our trade, convoy, Iron Llama. Wow, okay, that's cool. Already mined that out, good night. You're gonna have to go to coin sooner rather than later. Fort, cavalry combat, musketeer and grenadier attack and hit points increase. Villagers gather all food faster. That could be a huge boon. Let's go ahead and get, I know I said always eco, and here I am taking a, okay, let's see, we need to go ahead and get a frigate. We need to transport some units. Idlevilles, there's 4. Yeah, 5 out of 7. Let's go ahead and make it 6 out of 7. At least we can see when they come to wreck our territory. If they do. My ally's not docking. See, this is why I said the campaign AI, I remember being fairly aggressive about a lot of things. That has just not been the case so far in DE. This is on moderate. Moderate's usually, I'm not saying it's like great or amazing, but it's usually half decent. This is not half decent. Like, look at this. Look at what the AI is doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing going on of note. It's just kind of amazing to me. Need 1,200 gold. I'm about to hit that. Let's go ahead and get our industrial age. 2 falconets, just 5 settlers, 10 musketeers, guard grenadiers, research. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's save me a research at the, yeah, veteran gren. So does that just skip right over veteran? Do I just get straight to guard? Because that'd be kind of awesome, to be honest. I'm down with that. build an estate back here just to kind of get things going. I don't like that it just mixed mine and my allies' base, personally. Personal preference, but... Oh, did I see that? So the enemy is docked, but my ally hasn't. That's cool. Oh, he's docked substantially. Okay, then. I might need to go ahead and unload here to make this raid worthwhile. Get a pirate ship, too. Get an upgrade. And again, not enough gold. Let's get me a chest of 1,000 coin. Let's go ahead and turn around here. Actually, we're going to make that the drop point. Need more vills. Yeah, look how low my pop is. See, I told you I'm not good at this game. Oh, and they're building the fort. Cool, so... versus halberdiers, Russian halbs. Lost my ship, and I'm going to lose my veteran musketeers. That's okay. So I'm going to want at least one monitor, but before I do that, I probably want... See, I have no gold. Where's all my coin going? I have no idle vills. Let's go ahead and build a frigate. Let's get some defenses up. Going to need a monitor. Ship's howitzers, monitor attack and hit points increase. That's going to be necessary. Chimu runners, hand attack, siege attack, hand attack, melee mode. No bonuses on hand attack, siege attack. No, just kind of a straightforward unit. Probably should have gotten that fort at some point. I need to lock down this side of the map too. You know what? I knew they docked because I saw a fishing ship earlier. See, this is why I'm not smart. Told you. So food gathers incredibly fast in this game. Gold, not so much. Go ahead and take y'all and put you on gold. What do I got here? Manors can slowly train settlers, but town centers will train them slower as well. That's a horrible trade-off, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's not. I guess you can, by extension, then turn around and mass units a lot easier. Warship's broadside attack increased. Wait, is broadside the cooldown? Yeah, that requires more micro than I'm willing to do right now. I just want another frigate. See, 3 frigates max. Let's turn around. 8, 12, so up to 7. Get that. Okay, or do I want to plop this fort to lock down? Do I want to lock down the far side? Yeah, I probably want to lock down the far side here. I could put at least one more tower to monitor that. Maybe a couple of docks. Maybe even a TC, because I get that anti-ship attack, so that actually might help lock down that side since my AI companion's absolutely worthless. Fortified outpost, plus 50% hit points. Bombard attack action. Anti-ship attack doubled. Yeah, absolutely. Need that anti-ship. Go ahead and get our Iron Llama. No more eco upgrades. I have them all, minus the specifics. Again, wood is so slow to gather. My gosh. That's kind of crazy how many vills you need on wood. Especially for, let's just go ahead and get some more vills on wood. heavy warships. Low power resistant to building fire that can train certain units. So really I just need a couple of frigates to go ahead and defend my monitor. Long range bombardment. Fire mortar shell.
Yes.
Kremlin Tula, defensive building. Is that like the name of the fort? Do the forts have names? I really don't even remember, to be honest. Tower of London. Okay. If that was the thing before, I sure don't recall it. Yeah, and there's our fortified outposts, which are pretty decent against ships. If I can get 500 wood, I could go ahead and get another TC over here. Oh, our Iron Llamas. It's kind of weird that the building hasn't changed. I get that they're going for the South American style, but still a little odd to me. Well, nope, here we go. Let's get one more TC in. Maybe a couple of... Let's go ahead. Oh, already got the attack and whatever. Let's see. Mortar attack. Anti-ship attack. Let's see, what is the 40 range? I see. 300 attack, 40. See, I feel like this is kind of a mess right here. Ah, see, we got what? 20 attack. 36, 70 range. Another thing that's always odd to me is the repair. Like, you just put it in, again, the reduction of micro. You just put your ships near a dock, and they repair on their own. And I have idols. See, this is why I am not good at this game. I don't need anyone else on food. I need other resources. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put you on wood, too. A factory wagon, robber barons and factory. Yeah. Does anyone ever use the heavy artillery? Revolution would be horrible on a naval map. Absolutely horrible. Revolution converts all your vills to infantry in like a one-time push. It gives you access to a few units, but if you don't have resources stockpiled, those end up being kind of useless. Let's see. Let me go ahead and upgrade. Oh, did our... Yeah, Guard Grenadiers. What do you know? Oh, at some point I should actually invade, huh? Well, let's go ahead and... I thought I had 2 barracks. Did I not? Let's go ahead and build a second barracks right here. Seemed like my Musketeers were doing pretty solid.
Ready. Commandment. Yes. Yes.
There's got to be more docks around here. 13 idols, holy cow. That's because I pulled a bunch of those off wood. Well, there's still 8 idols. Yeah, we chewed through another source of gold. Let's go ahead and get the second factory here. There's our factory wagon. Let's go ahead and take it back. It's a propos to have it near the...
Yes, yes.
See, this should have an auto-explore. I appreciate the addition of all these formations for ships, but are they ever going to be useful? Because the maps are so small. I just don't know about that. Maybe they were in there before and I just don't recall. But Age 3 maps are tiny. They're tiny. Let's be honest. Let's get to where we can actually see. And they're not even building with it. The AI on Modder is so incompetent. Good heavens. See, frigates don't train units. It's the other ones that do. It's, what are they called? Galleons. They train units. That's okay. I am at my limit, so I guess I'm gonna build a couple galleons. Go ahead and get my barracks up here. Gold limit again. Yeah, gold limit again. Definitely need more on gold if I can make it. I know what my factory is going to produce. Factory up yet? Yeah, let's just change. It's already on gold coin. Yeah, steam power. Absolutely. Okay, it's weird that the Idleville, I guess it's not technically an Idleville, but it shows up as an idle back here. Anything useful here? No, just light artillery throws grenades. Defeat infantry abilities. Yes, I do have guard grenadiers back here. And these are the Redcoat Musketeers. Stronger than the regular guard infantry, I believe, considered sort of a unique unit for the Civ. Well, let's go ahead and load these suckers up. And get some more infantry going. We have our max pop cap with all the manners. I want more coin. I want more coin. Yeah, default coin. I get this because eventually we're gonna run out of wood. Let's see. You know, I haven't done like any armor upgrades at all. Let's see. Thin red line. Infantry speed, but hit points 20%. Infantry train faster. Absolutely. I don't know about the Black Watch. Okay, what do we got in infantry? Fire, armor, infantry breastplate. Yeah, absolutely. Let's just get all this. Gunner's quadrant, heated shot. Does that apply to towers, artillery, and combat buildings? Yes. All worth it. It's crazy how there's not like a unit limit for loading up on these things, but okay. Whatever. It's all good, I guess. Let's go ahead and unload all this mess here. And let's go ahead while we're at it.
Yes, yes. Ready. Commandment reached.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get some 2 rockets. That's the heavy artillery that we would get. Villagers gather all food faster. We might as well go ahead and get that now that we're actually invading. I probably should have grabbed a couple of vills and moved them over here so I can go ahead and forward base, because why not? Get a couple of barracks, because they're going to produce, I believe they produce faster than the galleons. Well, maybe not, actually, watching this. Redcoat Musketeers, Guard Grenadiers. Am I going to ever have enough for, what is it? 4,000 for the 5th age? Yeah, that's probably not going to
Ready. Yes. Yes.
increase my
Yes.
production enough for that.
Ready. Equal. Commandment. Yes.
Okay, Musketeers have a slight bonus on cavalry. Whew. But these artillery, these falconets may wreck me. May completely wreck me.
Yes.
Light artillery. I believe, let's see, bombard attack. Bonus damage versus infantry 3 times. Yeah, anti-infantry artillery.
Yes. Yes. Commandment.
But hey, I won. And that's what counts, right?
Yes.
Why did the...
Equal.
No.
Reached.
Can I not set a military gather point here? And set a military gather point here. Now, will it not?
Commandment.
Out of food. So my complaining about how much food I had earlier was purely because of my lack of army. Yeah, I just don't know about that one. Dragoon. You know what? I should have gotten Grenadiers. No. Grenadier attack and hit points increase, yeah? Oh, more just damage. That's fine. That'll work. Is the gather point actually working? Yeah, okay, it seems to be actually working. So, well, at least there's that. Where's my Idleville? You know what, now, let's just go ahead and do it this way. Where's a farm? Give me a farm right here, right now. Upgraded, upgraded. I'm going to have lots of coin. I have more than enough wood because I'm pretty much done building anything that's not. Yeah, so I'm horrible at balancing this eco.
Yes,
I think y'all can
yes.
tell that.
He wall. Ready wall.
Okay.
Ready men or so.
I think they... Can they attack? Which civ am I thinking of where the buildings can attack?
Commandment.
Seem to be doing pretty decent.
Ready.
See, as I recall, there's like not really any good reason to build those archaic heavy infantry after you get economically in a position where you can move on. Woo. Field cannons, 3 times heavy infantry. They're gonna wreck me. I probably should have some cavalry.
Lie on. Commander. Avance.
Probably. Let's go ahead. Is there a hotkey for that? Okay. Mouse over says probably not.
Ready.
Let's go ahead and get some dragoons. Pop space 2. I forgot about that in this game. Hussars. That's probably a better option. Still have 23 on wood. Let's go ahead and fix that. Let's go ahead and take these guys and put them on a farm as well.
Commandment.
What? Oh, no, no. Wow, look away for 1 second and they start wrecking your production points.
Commandment. He wall.
I have all the frigates I can have, so at least that's a thing, I guess. Let's just go ahead and do this. Here's what I need. I need another one of these.
Ready.
This is my heavy monitor.
Yes. Ready. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Looked away for 2 seconds. I'm getting wrecked.
Yes.
See, do I have, I mean, 320 plus. Let's see.
Commandment.
More gold. I need, I don't know. If I get those Hussars, have them deliver it here. Nope, I can't. Okay, well, that's probably a mistake then. Whatever. Still no food. Oh, I forgot to set my queue. Military queue.
Ready.
Yes. Lie on. Commander, west.
Probably need to fall back at some point and regroup because this is not working out for me.
Lie on.
Why is the cannon what is that? Is that some sort of civ bonus I'm not aware of? Yeah, now I'm just throwing resources away.
He west.
Okay, I like how they have reloading animations. That is now better than Total War Warhammer, you know, for those counting at home. Let's go ahead and get this upgrade. Hussar and Dragoon attack and hit points increased. Yeah, goodbye Musketeer.
Yes.
Well,
Ready.
let's try again. This time we need to mix in some more cavalry because apparently that was a major failing of mine. I had more. Let's go ahead and upgrade them to.
Yes. He wall.
Let's see. Frederick colony is great is what? He declared what? Why would you do that? Oh god, if only the AI enemy would do that, then that's ridiculous. Can't believe he declared revolution. That is the dumbest thing. Okay, so the AI clearly needs some work. I think we've established that.
Yes. Commander man. Yes.
Yes. Evolve. Yes.
And I clearly need a whole lot more food. Okay, where's some more wood choppers? I just need like, there's got to be a cluster of them somewhere. Or I could put one of my factories on. Let's just do this. I have 18 on wood. I don't know how I have 18 on wood because I can't seem to find them, but.
Commandment.
Ready. Immenso.
Yes. Evolve. Reached. Evolve.
Okay. Good against cavalry. I'm not seeing too much of that. Seeing lots of artillery and infantry, so I want to take out artillery and infantry. Golly. Okay, so for army, you need so much on food. For everything else, not so much.
Ready.
I'm glad I'm learning this before I jump into the game multiplayer, honestly, because I probably would have gotten slaughtered so fast.
Yes. 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 Ready. Immenso.
Yes.
Okay, let's just go ahead and plop a few infantry in here. Falconets, let's get a couple. Yeah, it never made sense to me that they make forts something that you have to get through a wagon. You can maybe get like 2 max, you can't build. And yet, they are so unbelievably weak, relatively speaking. You can take them down, frankly, quite easy. Always seemed kind of a weird decision to me. Okay, it looks like we've mined out everything. Time to build another estate. These used to be called plantations. And again, I get that there's a negative connotation and everything, but it's just kind of an odd choice to me. Is there any more range cavalry? I don't even have those, but might as well grab it. Spies, kind of a useless unit. Rogers Rangers. Ships Rogers Skirmishers from the frontier. 26, good against heavy infantry. Might not hurt. Cavalry trained faster is not going to hurt. 2,000 experience points towards your next shipment. That's not very useful right now. 8 Blackwatch Highlanders. I'll wait on that. Okay, let's just go ahead and put all this stuff here.
Commandment. Yes.
What is the embarkation limit? Like, is there a limit?
Ready.
And see, there's not even a thing indicating how many units you have on each ship.
I mean so.
I guess there is a limit, but there's nothing telling you how many you have.
Yes.
How am I supposed to know? What if I... Nope. There. Well, okay, there you can see what's on it. There's a tooltip. There's nothing showing you how many you have embarked. That's just kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna be honest.
Reached.
Immenso.
Ready. Commandment.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and
Evolve.
unload our cargo and see if we can make a beachhead.
Commandment.
This is what rivers basically in AoE 2.
Commandment.
Probably not going to be a terribly
Yes.
popular map
Yes. Evolve.
in multiplayer.
Commander.
Let's just do
Ready.
this.
Immenso.
Let's move
Yes.
all of them.
Ready. Yes. Commandment.
Yes.
wall. Yes, I mean so.
Okay, I need y'all not running into the enemy base right now.
Ready?
Let's get some
Yes.
more skirmishers.
Yes.
Let's just go ahead and have y'all... See? No towers, so there's no truly offense in that sense. I can maybe build... And is there a limit on barracks? No, you can build as many of those as your heart desires. An artillery foundry wouldn't hurt. And then definitely gonna want a few stables. Let's see, what a passive AI. And then it probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, 3 out of 3. Okay, well I was gonna plop a town center back here. So much for that.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and move our redcoats up. Let's go ahead and move those. Let's just move everything up. Let's go back here. Let's see if we can grab a couple upgrades. Let's just get 700 coin. Because surely, you know, yep, hussars can be upgraded. Yeah, I know I can upgrade my falconets. I haven't done good with them.
Yes.
Or I think y'all were probably woodcutters. Let's go ahead and do that. Heavy cannons, that's what he has his factory working on. Okay, this is the second fort I've seen from him. Massed redcoats. How are my skirms doing? Nothing, that's what they're doing. How worthless. See, I missed the stance buttons from H2, aggressive, defensive, stand ground, etc. Okay, if I could get maybe a couple of mortars, that would definitely help me out in terms of taking out that fort. Just so I don't have to lose massive amounts of vills in the process. So the only skirmishers you can get, and my hussars are already gone, mostly. Pop capped. I wonder what options we have here. The only skirmishers you can get are through attack. That's kind of dumb. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess I could turn them to defend mode. That's not really what I want. It's not the same. It does not function the same. Pavlov Grenadier. I got 100 gold. Okay, but let's not... Okay, surely Ivan's about to resign. Surely. Elferschnicks. I remember these guys. I always thought they were kind of cool with their flail. No idea what their bonus is. Do not recall that one bit. Let's get our skirms up here, because we have more infantry than I like. I guess the good thing about putting the bases together is that should be the only push I should have to make. Okay, do I have any skirms here? Pirates. Black Riders, Manchus, a dangerous pirate, dangerous outlaw with a pistol. Like, okay, but which one's like a skirmisher? What's their bonuses? Oh wow, it's instant creation. Huh. Ranged attack. Come on, tooltip. Come on, tooltip. Let's try this again. Come on, tooltip. An advanced guard, Scalero. He doesn't seem to have any bonuses, and he's dying rather quickly, so frankly, he doesn't seem that good. See, look, there's just no resistance whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Inca house. Their houses generate food, interesting. I played around with the Inca in one of the closed betas. A little bit. Not a lot. Is there any point in building anything else back here? Probably not. Dangerous pirate. Let's build some pirates. Quick melee attack with no range. Okay. Wow, okay, but 4 times towards cav and 4 times towards light infantry. So, okay, in certain situations I can absolutely see where he'd be useful. I can have infinite numbers. Can I make one of these That's a shame. Okay then.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead and push down to 168. Actually, you know what? What would be a good raider? Probably Manchu. And then up here, let's go ahead and push. Hit pop cap. And these guys, let's go ahead and make a farm because I am perpetually low on food. One of you, let's have you're gonna have to come collect. You know, if there wasn't a river crossing, I'd hit that revolution button so we can check it out, but yeah, British Line Infantry. You know what, can I hit H5? I can hit H5 now. Knighthood and peerage researched? I don't even know what those are. Let's assume that that's good. Get those rockets on here. Okay, I'll give the AI this. They aren't giving up. Manchus. Is that half damage to bills? Damn it. Oh, there's a little history portion. That's interesting. Yes, concede. Half damage against villagers. You know, that's the opposite of what I would think. But they have bonus against cavalry and bonus against artillery. The artillery makes sense. The villagers is literally the opposite of what I would expect. Well, I guess let's go ahead and pick up our rockets and move them on over. I guess I could move. Let's see. Is it him? Nope, it's not.
Yes, yes.
Out. Interesting. Let's go ahead and move them over here just because I'm curious about this H5 stuff. I want to see that.
Commandment.
Let's go ahead and take that guy out. So I'll be honest, I don't really remember much about H5. It'd be nice if you could queue the shipments. Like if I could go in and click the ones in the order I want, and it would just automatically ship them. I guess that'd probably be a little too... Imperial rockets. I have the coin, why not? Look at this. All these citizens just sitting around doing nothing. Why? Imperial men of war. Imperial monitors. Is that Imperial redcoats? See, look at this. Look at this guy. There's nothing for you there.
Ready.
Commandment?
Yes.
Imperial Man of War. Didn't seem to change anything cosmetically unless I just looked away at the wrong second. No upgrades to towers. Imperial Grenadiers would be okay by me. Nothing new in the arsenal. Nothing new in the church. Is there anything new anywhere? Other than just unit upgrades?
Ready.
Capital, I forgot about that. You can build a capital building, and it gives you some interesting stuff. So right now I'm just piddling around. I know I could totally at this point wipe out the AI, but I am curious. Look how low my gold is. Deforestation. That's right. I forgot. Spies. Immigrants. You see, most of these, they come and they're cool, but like, they come so late. By this point in the game, you shouldn't need any of this stuff. Excessive taxation. Yeah, most of the stuff is not relevant just because of when it comes in the game. And H5 locks out revolution, so I guess that wasn't necessarily the best choice. I think the revolution might have been a more interesting choice, if not an effective one. And there's really nothing else up here that's worthwhile looking into. Kind of disappointed that not even the saloon had anything interesting to offer. Okay, well then, that being the case, let's go ahead and wreck some stuff. Yeah, I do remember the Russian barracks have some sort of attack limited. Yeah, blockhouse. It's not very much. It's an early game bonus, not really anything useful in the mid to late game. Let's go ahead and unload you.
Ready, war.
Because I enjoy spiting the AI. Nothing useful over here either. H5 is definitely disappointing. All it gives you... Now, knighthood and peerage may have been text there. I don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just going to leave that alone then. Just factory. And so you get all this experience when you knock out a player. And you turn around and you would use that experience to unlock things at your home center, and now it's just cosmetic to try to keep players on level field. And I appreciate that, but it does kind of, you lose that sense of progression. So yeah, I don't like this screen at all, this layout. Oof. Most resources. Okay, I see. I feel like it's hard to read compared to the Age 2 screens. Womp womp. Oh well. So I now should be able to go to my home city, customize. I should have some New World trading. Yeah, I have things I can unlock. Cancel. What even is it? Enable to show comments made by citizens strolling through the city. Huh. I remember the bunting. I would add all the bunting. I thought that was cool. The store on wheels. Unlock and apply. Where is the store on wheels? A store on... I don't see him. Does he roll by every now and again? I guess that would be implied. Military Academy. That looks vaguely like the Tower of London. Okay, but really? So that just... But if I... Okay, but zooming in should also bring up this, if you ask me. No. Definitely some bunting there. That's appropriate. A guard at the tower. It is... How many more of these available? I just use a lasso, but I got my coach. Yeah, so no more card unlocking. You can view the tech trees of all civilizations, British. But you know what? that's okay. I think that's for the best. I think that's a good gameplay change. And at the end of the day, games should be about gameplay. So, I don't know. There's me kind of piddling around and meandering through a British game against the very, very weak moderate AI. I remember moderate AI being much more aggressive than that. I'll probably get on and play a little bit of this later. Let me know if you want to see more, if there's anything in particular, a civ or a scenario or campaign or anything like that. I'd be glad to oblige. Hopefully we'll see lots of y'all in Age 3, and maybe I'll get good, or at least not terrible. Again, this is Martin Thinger. Thank you, and bye.